Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Amanda Sarai. Happy December. So I am really excited to be here in December. I am so excited to share all of the energies that are working with us this month, because this is a really powerful and beautiful month leading up to the new year, to 2024, which in this case, actually the energetics actually kind of align with new beginnings, which is not typically the case with the Gregorian calendar. This is not, the middle of winter is not really new year energy typically, but this year we actually do have some beautiful energies that are assisting us in that feeling of new beginnings. So let's get into it. And I also want to say that, 3 years ago, I woke up on December 1st and I just saw 111, of course, right? I woke up and I had the idea, like, I need to go live every day for 21 days through the solstice. And I had never really done that before. I'd never gone live on Instagram like that. And I uploaded it to YouTube, and that became my Let There Be Light series. I didn't even know what I was going to be talking about, each day for 21 days. And I was like, maybe I'll go live for 5 minutes. Well, 15 to 20 minutes later on average, I was like, I guess I had a lot to say. And oh my gosh, it was 1:44 when I said that. But it would just come through, right? And so there was a lot to say, in fact, about this journey that we're on. And it really is about emerging into the light. It's the light in the dark, right? But it's about hope. And this is a season of hope. And I've decided, I think I'm probably gonna try to wear some sparkle and shine every day. I'm clearing my throat right now, excuse me. But I had the inspiration this morning because my stuff. So I'm, bringing that up because I feel like we're kind of at the threshold, ending a massive 3-year cycle, because on solstice of 2020, December 21st of 2020, there was the Great Conjunction, which was really an ending and a beginning, but we move in cycles, right? So I feel like many of us who are on this path, who were activated at that time in particular, we are entering the threshold into a whole new realm. Like, really, the energetics have been working with us all year. Some timelines, major timelines, have come to completion, which I'm gonna share more about over the next couple weeks, because there's so much to share. So sparkles every day, maybe videos every day. So yes, it's gonna be an interesting month energetically, because we also have Mercury retrograde in the midst of all this portal threshold into the new beginning energy as well. We have the 12/12 portal, the 12/21 portal solstice, and then the 123/123 portal on the last day of the year. And we have a powerful alignment with the new moon on the 12/12 portal. And then we've got, all sorts of other layers that are working through us that is gonna make it not necessarily the smoothest season if we resist what's coming up. But at the end of the day, the energy that I've been getting is to go with the flow, to really just be grounded in the now, and to play. I got this and this in the same week leading up to the horrible events that occurred in the Mideast in October. But this energy keeps coming through. It keeps coming through. And this is the season, it's the holidays. We all want to play. We want to indulge, and it's okay, like, to do that a little bit. We are here having the human experience. Our physical vessels were designed to experience pleasure. So it's okay to indulge a little bit. It's okay to live in the moment and be joyful. And actually, it's not just okay, it's what we're being called to do. 444. You can't make up all the alignments. So today I woke up not feeling super awake, but also this kind of sense of like, okay, we're here, we're really doing it. And oh my goodness. So probably a lot of us are still in this energy of needing to reclaim our voice, to speak our truth, Sagittarius is fire season, so allow yourself to express through joy, through play, through pleasure. And I think there's a lot of energetics in the first half of the month, in particular with Mars alignments and Mercury and all sorts of other interesting things. And Venus is entering Scorpio on December 4th, which brings up a lot of passion. But yeah, be careful with your words and just use words of compassion in particular. And if you're feeling triggered, just really feel into it. And then we have Mercury going retrograde on the same day as the 12/12 portal, which is the same day as the new moon. So it's this new beginning energy, and yet we're being called from the 12th of December through the 1st of January exactly is the Mercury retrograde, to really reflect, review, and pause. So it's actually quite beautiful when you consider that the new year does have this potent energy of new beginnings in this case, which is not always the case, but we get to kind of get really clear and grounded before we really propel forward, before we enter that new paradigm, which is really what I'm feeling for 2024. It's an 8-year, and I'm going to do another video on the 2024, what I feel is coming, the messages I've been receiving, and what I've been seeing reflected. But it is an 8-year, which is the infinity sign. So infinite possibilities is very much the energy that we're working with right now. And it's in the tarot, it's the card of strength. And there is the infinity sign over her head. So it's like taming the lion, but working in beautiful union with that really powerful energy. So it's really becoming the master of your reality, the master of self is the way that it just came through now anyway. So this is the time, especially for those of us who have been on this journey, the lightworkers, the way showers, the healers, the empaths, whatever you identify as, and who have been doing the work. It is time for us to truly embody and step into mastery. So now in December, we have some time to, and like this weekend, and it's this like kind of grounded and fire energy, less watery. So we get to just get clear and focused. And we're also working with the ascension energies, so give yourself time and space to play and to integrate and to rest, and give yourself what you actually need to fill your cup, to fill your vessel with what you need so you can operate from a space of overflow, especially as we enter into the very busy holiday season and then the new year. So allow yourself to trust and surrender as we move through this month, because that is where the magic lies, honestly. So we're ending again this 3-year cycle. And for me, it's very, very obvious and palpable that there's this 3-year cycle coming to an end, because I am finally getting my stuff out of storage, and it's been there for 3 years. And I'm going through it, I'm sorting through it and clearing and purging and, taking stock of what still brings me joy, like this beautiful mug here. And also what gets to go, what is maybe sentimental but not necessarily necessary for me to keep. So this may feel like a time of clearing out what is not aligned as well for many people, because that new beginning energy is very much also about the endings. There's always an ending with a new beginning. So what gets to stay behind is something to reflect on. And this can be beliefs, it can be emotional patterns, it can be ways of being, ways of operating, it can be relationships and jobs and locations and all sorts of things, right? So, keep trusting, stay grounded in yourself, stay grounded in your truth, and that is the most important. Stay anchored and grounded in who you are and who you are here to be, and trust, allow, and surrender all of these really powerful energies to work through you. So the solstice is always a really beautiful time of year, and I will be hosting a couple workshops for solstice. So if you'd like to stay tuned, be sure to stay in my field. The pages aren't quite live yet to register for that. There will be 2 around the solstice, and I've got other events coming up. Like everything just dropped in over the last week for the next 6 months. months, which is not how I've been operating at all. It's been very day by day, honestly, and now it's like whoop, and this is what you're going to create now. So I am still putting the pages together in the registration, but I have like 3 courses, these workshops. So yeah, there's a lot coming, a lot of beauty and expansion coming for us all. So on the solstice, you know, it's been coming into my field that it's this emerald heart gateway. And the more I tune in with it, the more that resonates. And, you know, I've been really working with the emerald energy, the emerald ray, and, you know, has come into my field a great deal. And I, in a past life, was high priestess at the Emerald Master Crystal Healing Temple in Atlantis. So the emerald frequency has been coming through a lot, and I do see this happening in conjunction with this. I just saw 1111 with this new frequency that's coming into the planet that is reflected in the actual aurora borealis, the northern lights. That's something else that I'm going to be speaking into in more depth. But, you know, there's still a lot to integrate because it's all brand new, and it's beautiful because we've been completely shut off from the organic template, the original template, and it's coming back through. So there's so much information that has been coming into my field that is new for me, that is, you know, asking me to integrate it all. But yeah, it's really beautiful energy, and it's that time in the year where the light brings the most hope, is the way that I see it. It's obviously the time of Christ's birth. We can look at it as Christ consciousness, the birth of Christ consciousness. But beyond that, it is, you know, it's always been this time of year where the night is the longest. And so we really are being called to focus on the light in the darkness, that seed of hope, the light at the end of the tunnel. You know, this is why candles feel extra beautiful in the twinkling lights of Christmas time. There is a lot of light, there is a lot of hope in this season where the nights are getting longer and the days are getting shorter and the darkness feels like it's going to consume us sometimes. But there's so much hope, there's so much joy in the midst of this time of year. This is why I love the holiday season. So really lean into the light of hope. And that is what that whole series was about. It is still in my, you know, go back to my first videos and it's all in there if you want to tune in. And the energetics are still exactly, it's the journey, it's the whole journey. And that's what I was called to speak into, is that really the journey of the dark night of the soul emerging into the light is the best way to look at it. And this whole dark night of the soul theme has been coming up a ton. Another video coming on that. But we've also got the Cancer full moon on December 26th. After the solstice, so after Christmas, of course. So it's gonna feel really cozy and really lovely. So there's a lot of beautiful energy toward the end of the year, and then we have Chiron going direct as well. And then Venus moves into Sagittarius on December 29th. So there will be more of this energy of expansive. So it moves out of Scorpio and into Sag. So more expansive, more prosperity and romance on the horizon. That's kind of the energy that it brings. So it's a really beautiful, hopeful way to be beginning the new year for sure. And then Jupiter goes direct on the 30th. Jupiter is a planet of expansion as well. So we have these beautiful alignments coming for us right before the clock ticks over to 2024, which brings this, you know, because collectively we work with the numerology as well, it brings this energy of infinite possibilities, this expansive, so it's this expansive energy that is working through us. And then we have on the 31st, it's that 123 portal, which is, it's really cool to look at that kind of alignment, right? So it's feeling like the door between the old and the new is really being shut. And then we step through the threshold at midnight. We enter this new year of strength, of power, of infinite possibilities. So, really yes, there's a lot to anchor into, and you know, I'm not going to get into the details of the astrology. I'm talking about kind of the bigger picture. And there is this one account, and there's a lot out there if you want a detailed astrology report. I have one that I can link that I like. It looks like global events too. So I think it's called World Astrology Report. But I don't look at astrology in that great depth. I kind of look at it in conjunction with assisting us in these grander energies that are working through us from a collective perspective. So the Northern Lights coming online in a very powerful way speaks into the high frequencies coming into the planet. Again, I'm going to do a whole new video on that one, but we can see this happening palpably. This shift is happening. So this is the time to really anchor it in and to get grounded and to anchor into the joy and the play as well, because we are in this beautiful holiday season. So allow yourself to sparkle and shine a little bit. I don't know if it's coming up so much, but I really wanted to wear some sparkles today. And I got out, you know, I just got this out of my storage unit yesterday, and I was like, oh yes, my mug. I've got a few others that are really cute and lovely as well. So, you know, I'm Taurus moon and North Node. I do like my little luxuries in life. So anyway, I'm sending you a lot of love, and stay tuned. If you want to join my email list, then you will not miss what's coming. And I've got, you know, there's going to be free calls coming up on the horizon as well for people to connect, and like not so much workshop masterclass style, just kind of like open forum. And there's going to be all of these really, really beautiful courses that just like dropped in, as well as the workshops. So if you want to stay tuned, register. The best thing to do is register via my masterclass, because then you get free stuff too. You get the New Earth Frequency Higher Self activation, and then a masterclass series that I did over the summer solstice. So it's kind of like full circle, 6 month cycle anyway. But I do feel personally that we are in the midst of a really palpable shift into the new that we've been kind of waiting for. So thank you so much for being here. So appreciate the likes, subscribes, comments. I would love to hear how you've been feeling this week and how you're feeling moving into this month. So leave the comments. I love to engage with you there. I so appreciate you all. Onward and upward in love and light, and I will see you in the next video.